Hello and welcome back to Death Count. Today we are doing something a little different than my usual content. To commemorate beating Burnout Revenge, I am now going to review it. Unlike other reviews, I rate them a little bit differently. I judge the game into 5 categories, those being story, graphics, gameplay, difficulty, and my personal opinion, and give them a score out of 10. And then, when they all get a score, I add them all together and get an average on how good the game truly is. Now that you know the system, let's begin. Burnout Revenge is a game about crashing cars and racing in places around the world, causing mayhem and destruction as if you're doing a destruction derby on normal traffic in real life. Story-wise, there really is no character, no story, and, well, nothing really that goes towards story in any way, shape, or form. Just race and destroy your way up the ranking system, and you can unlock any event and go anywhere in the game that it has to offer. For story, I am really afraid I can't give a score at all, because there is no story here. That doesn't mean there isn't fun to be had here. Graphics-wise, this game goes a long way. The cars may not look wonder-woman realistic, but it does come far, and it looks really good. The game's use of blurs and sparks as you rub across other cars has the effect as if you really are going fast in this environment. And the areas themselves look really good. They did a good job on the graphics in this game. For graphics, I really am going to have to give the game an 8 out of 10. Now, I don't know how others fared playing this game, but for me the AI was actually brutally difficult for no reason whatsoever. They wanted me dead, and succeeded a lot of the time. This was increased due to the developers putting kill points in traffic where they knew the driver, the player, would drive. The game started off easy, but the higher difficulty you chose, the more the game challenges you, which is really how it should be in any game. The game isn't impossible to beat, I mean it's no Dark Souls, but it is challenging. For difficulty, I am actually going to have to give the game a 9 out of 10. Combining everything the game has to offer, the stages themselves are surprisingly limited in number. Not the crashing stages that really have a lot of places and a lot of opportunities for crashing and everything, but this is definitely true in the race and the traffic stages. I wish there were more locations. The game takes these places and in some races just tells you to race in the opposite direction with no real change, except for the number of traffic and little minor things like that. Other than this, all the cars control well and perfectly. They are really similar to other racing games, which, well, it is good because it's easy just to pick up the controller and start playing it with no issue whatsoever. So, with all that in mind, for gameplay, I am going to have to give the game a 7 out of 10. I really had a lot of fun with this game. It is no doubt unique to other racing games, but what really ties everything together is the soundtrack this game has. It is really good with songs that I haven't even heard anywhere else except for on, well, this game. And it really complements the gameplay perfectly. With time, it can get repetitive, as with all the racetracks and with anything. But I enjoyed playing this game. My personal opinion, is that this game is an 8 out of 10. In general, nothing is lacking in this game. Everything comes together, creating a compelling and beautiful game. All this is without even a real story at all. But the repetitiveness of the game and the time length it takes to beat the game definitely brings down the game's ranking. This is why the game is definitely getting an average of 8 out of 10. And in case you missed my gameplay videos, I fared a total of 289 deaths in the span of the 10 hours and 47 minutes that it took for me to beat the game. If you feel like watching the 10-part series I did on the game, I'd be very grateful. But otherwise, thank you for watching this review of Burnout Revenge, and I hope to see you soon in the next video.